Good morning, faculty, staff, and students. Today, we elect our senior class officers for the 2020-2021 school year. Please keep in mind, this is not easy to get up in front of your peers and talk about things that you want for the school year. So please be mindful and respectful as the students are up at the podium. We are quiet in our classrooms, our heads are not down, and we are attentive. Each student will come to the podium. I will introduce each student before they come up so you know their names. And once the speeches have been completed, you will then watch their student council election videos so you can match their faces with their speeches. At this time, I would like to call Haley Berling to the podium to give her election speech.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Strandberg, Ms. Dalsmore, administration, faculty, and students. My name is Haley Berling, and I am running to be your 2020-2021 Student Council President. I have been an active member of the Bonner-Prendy community since I stepped onto campus my freshman year. I joined the cross-country team, track and field team, and swim team, as well as CSC, mock trial, and math leads. Along the way, I added other activities, such as the Anti-Bullying Club, National Honor Society, and theater. I was an extremely involved student in our school community, and yet, at the beginning, I didn't feel like I was a part of this community. My freshman year, I didn't feel welcome at this school, and I didn't have many friends, and quite frankly, I didn't put much effort into making any. As I have grown here as a student, I have also grown as a person. I put myself out there, I made friends, and I opened myself up to others. Now, you're probably wondering why this matters, and I know that this story is unfamiliar to some of you, but to others, you may be experiencing the same thing. You don't feel like you fit in with your classmates, you don't have many friends, and you're afraid to open up to your peers. My goal for this school year is to truly make Bonner-Prendy one united community, one family. I believe that we are on the right path, but we still must make progress for our school to be a fully accepting and welcoming community for all students. I want to work with the student body to create more clubs so that every single student is able to do something that they are interested in and passionate about. I would like to work with the incredible guidance department to develop more outreach opportunities so that we can just talk about what is happening in our lives, or even just have an event where we can forget about everything else that is happening and have fun for a few hours. I know everything is different this year, but we can adapt. We can still do many of the events and activities that we have done in the past, such as clubs and large school-wide events. It won't be the same. It won't be like going to a football game on Friday night or the homecoming dance, but there are still ways that we can have fun experiences and make memories with our friends. We could do class-wide or even school-wide tournaments of cards, or maybe even Among Us, or any other games that you can come up with. We could even do school-wide movie nights. The possibilities of what we can do are endless. I want to make this year memorable for all of you. I don't want the freshmen to miss out on their first year of high school, the sophomores or juniors to miss out on these key years, or the seniors to lose their last year of high school. I want to make sure that everyone is still able to have a great year. And I know things are different, and they can take some getting used to. The stairs and the hallways can get annoying, and the cafeteria is pretty weird, but it's all for our safety. Don't throw the year away because things are going to be different. We can still make memories while also being safe. I want to help each and every one of you have the best year possible, and I truly mean that. Now, I need your help to make this possible. If you would like to work to have an amazing school year and continue to build Bonner-Prendy as a community of diversity and inclusion. Then vote for me, Haley Berling, to be your 2020-2021 Student Council President. And I promise that I will do everything in my power to make that happen. Thank you for listening and have a great day.
Thank you, Haley. Our next candidate is Regan Dolan.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Strandberg, Ms. Dossamore, administration, and staff. My name is Regan Dolan, and just like every other student sitting next to me, I am a senior at Bonner and Prendy. For those of you who don't know me, I have been involved in and still participate in various sorts of things on campus, such as Rosary Rally, Minithon, Run BP Run, School Masses, Feed My Starving Children, the Super Bowl of Caring Soup Collection, and I am a student ambassador for admissions, which mainly deals with giving tours during open houses and going on school visits. I also play field hockey in the fall, and I play basketball in the winter for our school. Not only do I support my own sports teams, but I show up for other sporting events and the school shows. I am running for Student Council President because since freshman year, I have been passionate about our school and an advocate for you, our student body. Being elected president will allow me to voice my opinion at our meetings and get my point across as to what ideas I want to implement for the school. I believe that the current pandemic has taught all of us that change is good, and now is a good time for some changes. With what is going on in our world and the changes within the walls of our school, it's almost like we get a free pass to try something new. So as your student council president, I vow to end all homework, have free pizza Fridays, and dress down days once a month. Just kidding. I can't do that, but what I can do is be your voice with the school administration and work to make this the best year yet. Seniors, I have already gotten the green light for us to have lunch in Mary's Courtyard once a week. Thanks to Dr. Cook and administration, we are now allowed to have our senior lunch outside. This is a privilege that we have earned, and starting next week for the rest of November, as long as the weather is good, we will have lunch outside, and then we can start back up again when the weather gets nice in the spring. Juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, when we return to normal, hopefully sometime after the new year, I will propose student skits, which is a new tradition that we can call our own. I think it would be awesome if we were able to have an assembly where groups of friends, sports teams, or clubs were able to perform skits for the student body. This is an idea that I will share with administration and advocate for us to have once we return to normal. Students, high school is the time of your lives, so let's make the most of it. Having fun, working together, trying new things, all while making our school an even better place than it already is. I promise to continue to be your voice with administration and to make new things happen here at Bonner and Prendy. So please, vote for me for Student Council President, and I promise you won't be disappointed if you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Regan. Our next candidate is Alexis Egan.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Strandberg, Ms. Dossamore, and all of the faculty and staff, and most importantly, you, the student body. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alexis Egan, and I am running for president for the 2020-2021 school year. A little bit about me is that I come from a family of 6 with 3 other siblings. My 2 brothers and I have attended Bonner Prendy, and my sister will be coming here next year. Throughout my time at Bonner Prendy, I have become an active member in the school community. I have been a part of student council since my freshman year, which has allowed me to get involved in many events and activities and become more connected with the school and student body. I am a part of the Community Service Club, Care Cures, National Honor Society, and I am a part of the varsity basketball and softball teams. I also participate in events like Feed My Starving Children, Speak Up, Dance for a Cause, any open houses, and 7th grade visitation day. I am very hardworking, approachable, and a very friendly person. As your president, my goal would be to become a voice for all members of the student body and make sure that everyone gets a chance to voice their opinions. I want to be a leader that everyone can approach and feel like they are being listened to. I will be dedicated to making sure your suggestions are heard and brought to the administration. I will be a voice to the faculty and staff and work hard to make this the best year Bonner-Prendy has ever had. I would really appreciate your vote for president because I want to make our school the best it can be. With everything going on in this world, Bonner-Prendy should be a place where you can always be yourself, feel safe, and pretend like this is your second home. No, I cannot make any empty promises like no homework or days off, but I can guarantee that together we can achieve our goals for the school and make this school better than it already is. Thank you for your time and consideration, and remember when you're looking at the ballot, vote Alexis Egan for your school president, and remember that everyone is here for you and we're all in this together.
Thank you, Alexis. Our next candidate is Jacqueline Engeler.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Strandberg, administration, faculty, and my fellow students. My name is Jacqueline Engeler, as Ms. Dosselmore said, and I'm here to run for the 2020-2021 Student Council. For those of you who don't really know who I am, here's a brief description of myself that might help you get an idea of what I do here and why I'm here at Bonner-Prendy. I play 2 sports each season of the year, which include cross country, soccer, indoor track and field, swimming, outdoor track and field, and softball. I also participate in my school musicals and dramas. I'm currently involved in many different clubs, such as CSC, Panda Pride, the National Honor Society, Frypan, Creative Writing Club, and well, the list goes on. If you haven't noticed, I'm a very busy person, and I like to be involved in our school community. Here we are. After nearly 7 months of quarantine and wearing masks, we have finally been brought together back as a school community. We've seen some new faces, connected with old friends, and have fallen back into our daily routines. If I'm being honest, I didn't expect my senior year to start off this way. And frankly, I have a feeling you all have the same feeling the way I do. However, we cannot allow for our split scheduling to keep us from holding our heads held high this year. We're pandas and friars, no matter how close or far away we are from one another. No pandemic can break our brotherhood and sisterhood. It's going to be tough, and I know it's because of all these crazy hallways and staircases and crashing Zooms. We must persevere, however, and I want to be able to advocate for any frustrations and suggestions that all of you have about how we can turn this year around and make it our own. Freshmen, this is your first year in a whole new situation with even more craziness than usual. Sophomores, you finally got a handle on how it all works, but now you have to start from scratch. Juniors, it's your toughest year, and now you have to split it virtually and in person. And my fellow seniors, was supposed to be our year where the best memories and moments happen. Everything has changed, and we all face our challenges, but we need to lean on each other. That is why myself and my fellow candidates are here. We're here for you, the student body, and no matter what the challenge. For all grades, but for especially my fellow students, as your student council president, it will be my goal to make events happen, even if they are unconventional. To fix things before they are broken, create plans that will ensure that we have what we waited for the last 3 years for. An example of this would be our senior prom. If the pandemic spans until May and we cannot hold it in a normal location, a method to fixing the madness could possibly be holding it outside of Bonner-Prendy, whether under tents or under the stars. Now, of course, this idea is not set in stone, but we all can work together with our wonderful staff and administration, and I'm sure we can get things done. Obviously, we can't make the hallways and staircases normal or extend in between class times, but we definitely can and will find ways that will help us all adapt to our new world. In the words of Frank Knight, we all have to adapt and overcome. That's all we can do. So no matter what it is going on in the world around us, we as the Bonner Prendy family will get through it all. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and we appreciate you all for listening to our speeches, and I wish my fellow candidates the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. Our next candidate is Michael Gross.
Good morning, Mr. Stramberg, Dr. Cook, school administration and staff, and student body. I am asking you today to consider voting for me, Michael Gross, for student body president. I am an active student of the school, participating in track and cross country, the theater program, student council, and other activities and school events. As your president, my goal would be to lead us through this school year having the greatest experience we can. As a candidate for this position, I would like to tell you the ideas that I have for this year, but the truth is I can't promise anything because of how variable this year has been. One phrase that I continue to hear throughout this year is that these are unprecedented times. People hear that phrase and they instantly think that they might have of what they've lost or given up, connecting it to the negative meaning. However, it doesn't need to be negative. It is simply defined as never done or known before. It is our decision whether we look at this new time period with positivity or negativity. We can decide how we live as a community through this year, continuing the traditions, events, and activities that define Bonner Prendy. If I am elected, I will be sure to bring favorable meaning to this year, despite the changes that we've had. One of the largest issues this year has presented is the global pandemic of COVID-19. This has led to a detour in the journey that is high school. Restrictions have been placed on activities, routines, and interactions both inside and outside of school. As president, I would embrace these changes and work to find an unprecedented means of benefiting from them. I would look to make this year enjoyable while staying safe. I would talk with administrators about what events we would be able to keep and what possible changes we would need to ensure that safety is provided to everyone. I would listen to your ideas for new events, and that could be made possible. When conditions are able to revert back to normalcy, I will work to leave the negative aspects behind while keeping the new positive aspects that we create. As president, your opinions, beliefs, and ideas would be held to the highest value. As Mr. Stramberg emphasizes, Bonner Prendy is not just a school, but a community. My goal would be to make every person feel connected to this community, this family that is Bonner Prendy. All of your perspectives and concerns would be taken to heart. I would be your student body president. If you take anything away from this speech, I want to emphasize the control we have over this year. We don't know what will happen, but we have the ability to make our perspectives positive. We can make this year unprecedented in the best way possible. A vote for me will lead us towards that goal. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, Michael. Next up is Haley Jolly.
Good morning, Mr. Stramberg, Dr. Cook, and Bonner Prendy family. My name is Haley Faith Jolly, and I'm running to be your student council president. A little bit about myself. I am the goalie for the Pandas lacrosse team, and I have been a member of the student council for 3 years. This election presents all of you with a very clear choice. The choice between continuing things the way they have always been or electing me as your new leader where I can bring fresh ideas and perspectives. I believe that with my personal experience and my outgoing personality would bring fun ideas and plans to our school easily. Most of all, I am here to listen and be a friend and leader to all of you. Today, I'm asking for your vote to make Bonner Penny more than a school, but to make it a home. Here are a few things that I will believe will make Bonner Penny a more comfortable place. With me as your student body president, I will make it my mission to make sure everyone feels welcome, no matter what background they have or what they identify as. By making that my mission, I will try my best to have a COVID-friendly, fun meetings where we all can come together, share our cultures and interests with one another. I will also try my hardest to make Bonner Penny feel a sense of normalcy. With that being said, if I am elective, I will talk to my superiors to make sure that all of our high school functions can happen, such as homecoming, junior dances, dance recalls, and etc. I know that school can be a very overwhelming place and stressful sometimes, so another idea I have is that all students can go to a designated part of the school where they can focus on their mental health and reconnect themselves. If you elect me for your president, I vow to lead with an open mind and honest opinions. I will lead with all of Bonner and Penny's best interests in mind. I will listen to all of your ideas and try my best to make them happen. My name is Haley Faith Jolly, and I humbly ask you for your vote. Peace and love. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Our next candidate is Mary Kate Kilker.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Stramberg, administration, faculty, and fellow students. I hope you're all having a great year so far. My name is Mary Kay Kilker, and I am running for 2020 to 2021 Student Body President. I am very involved with the Service Corps, the School Musicals, and National Honor Society. My goal this year is to help get everyone involved with fun clubs and events at Bonner Prendy, as well as keep those clubs going. We're all going through a very difficult time due to COVID, and my priority is to help make this year as great as possible. I want to keep traditions alive, continue to have our favorite events, and also keep everyone safe as best we can. As president, I want to hear all of your ideas and opinions. I hope to be someone you can all feel comfortable talking to because this is your school and you deserve a say in how to make it thrive. Bonner Prendy is an amazing school, and with all of your help, we can make it even better. One of my goals as student body president is to work with the faculty to incorporate time outside into the school day. One example would be special days where we could eat lunch outside. Another idea is a monthly game day where each class would take turns going on the turf to play fun games while following the pandemic guidelines. An event proposal I have is having a drive-in movie night in the school parking lot. This is a fun and easy way to be with friends and continue to have the Bonner Prendy school spirit. We can all vote as a school on our favorite movie and even dress the theme of it. As a school community, we can start our own new traditions, with this being only one example. These are only a few of my ideas, and I know you have even more. If I'm your student body president, I plan to have an idea box where you can submit your opinions and suggestions to me and the fellow student council. I promise to make your voice heard and make this a fun year, despite all of the challenges we are facing. Let's continue to celebrate our sisterhood and brotherhood and embrace this year together as a family. Thank you for listening. Vote Mary Kate for president.
Thank you, Mary Kate. Our next candidate is Mark Pappas.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Stramberg, faculty, and my fellow students. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Mark Pappas, and I am running for student body president. I think it's crazy how we're already seniors. I feel like we were just freshmen roaming aimlessly around the halls. As a freshman, I did not know if Bonner Prendy was the right choice. But these last 3 years have made me realize that choosing to attend Bonner Prendy was one of the best decisions I've ever made. There is something for everyone to be involved in here, and I think that's why Bonner Prendy is such an extraordinary place. I've been a part of many groups and organizations here, such as community service clubs, mathletes, National Honor Society, Anti-Bullying Club, and a few more. I believe getting involved is important, so I want to create suggestion boxes throughout the school so you, the student body, can be involved in what events we plan for this upcoming school year. I will be committed to you, the class of 2021, to make the most memorable year yet while overcoming the challenges of the current pandemic situation. I want the community to see how we, the students of Bonner Prendy, are managing the social distance restrictions that have been put in place and see how we are thriving under adversity. We are resilient and can adapt to change, traits that we have learned during our time here at this great school. The future can be uncertain, with many of us not knowing what our next chapter will be after graduation. It may be going to college or choosing to hold off to figure things out. But in the end, know that we are all in this together. The one thing that is certain is that I will dedicate my time to you, the student body, to help make our school year the best year yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Next up is Caitlin Swirzek. Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Stramberg, faculty, staff, and students. My name is Caitlin Swirzek, and I'm running for Student Council President for the 2020-2021 school year. For those of you who may not know me, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I participated in numerous clubs here on campus, but you can most commonly see me tutoring after school for the National Honor Society, working in the art room, competing for the High Q team, or helping out in the Community Service Club. I'm also the Officer of Marketing for CSC and the President of the Anti-Bullying Club. I've been a part of Student Council since my freshman year, and I'm academically ranked at the top of my class. I've always been drawn to help others. I strive to be a leader in all situations, and I enjoy being able to support the people around me. As president, I will continue to assist you, the student body, in all of your endeavors. I'm also always open to suggestions on how I can improve upon my leadership skills. I love to hear different ideas and events created by the student body, and I will be the voice for your ideas. I want every student to know that I'm always available to help. You can contact me at any time, whether it be in the hallway or over an email. I will listen to you and help you with everything that you need. Through the pandemic, it is clear that Bonner Prendy has stood still as a community. As president, I'm planning on bringing up different ideas that the students can participate in, all while socially distanced. My goal is to keep us all connected and find ways for us to unite as one community despite everything going on in the world. All of our students are filled with great ideas for different events and activities, and I love listening to the ideas created by our own student body. My time spent at Bonner Prendy has been the best 3 years of my life. I've met my best friends and created so many memories through different events at school. I want every one of you to be able to experience the same joy and make your own memories through activities provided by Bonner Prendy. My purpose as Student Council President will be to give back to the student body, and I look forward to being a part of everyone's school year. I will do everything I can so the student body has an amazing and unforgettable year. Each of my fellow candidates is completely qualified and fit for the job of Student Council President. Any one of them would do an amazing job of leading our student body, and I'm proud to be running with them today. I would like to thank you for listening this morning, and I wish you all the best this school year. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you, Caitlin. Next up is Lena Verges.
Good morning, administration, faculty, staff, and most importantly, students of Bonner and Prendy. I'm happy to be speaking to all of you, although I can't see anyone. And honestly, who would have thought 2020 would be this crazy? Anyways, let me introduce myself. My name is Lena Verges, and I've been a part of student council since my freshman year. Being a leader and problem solver, I like to get things done, as I hold 5 leadership positions, including president of Mock Trial, Girl Up, and International Club. Before I came to Bonner and Prendy, I went to Beverly Hills Middle School, a public school right down the road. I knew BP was the perfect choice for me the moment I walked down the hallway during an open house before my freshman year. On that note, many of you may or may not have seen my video and starring the acronym TTYL from Shake It Up. As class president, many duties need to be done. From TTYL, the first T is tradition. Participating in our ring day, religious adventures, and student council, I realized that traditions promote unity. As class president, I want to be able to spread more traditions among the student body, not just to juniors and seniors. Working with the administration, I want to hear how you guys want to get involved with school traditions and customs, especially for my freshmen and sophomores. The second T goes to taking in charge. As someone who has been involved with the school since my freshman year, I've been a part of over 10 clubs, 3 sports, not including my one day at cross country, and various events such as dances and charity events. This summer, a group of students and I were able to work with the administration to address our school's beliefs on social justice, and we decided on diversity, equality, and inclusivity. As class president, I want to have more support and control with coordinating events to promote this statement. Overall, this isn't to promote a political standpoint, but to promote unity and love among our community. And the why is for you all. After all, the whole purpose of student council is to work for the student body and to make our high school better. For this reason, I want to be able to hear everyone's voice, anonymously or not. By using social media and our Gmail account, I hope to set up forums every month to receive opinions that can improve our school. As your class president, I'll be proud to represent diversity and unity among Bonner Apprendi. And lastly, L stands for love. I love the school community more than Kanye loves Kanye. And as Mr. Wagner says, Lena, you're the last one to come into the building and the last one to be out. I've learned to appreciate and experience all the wonderful things our school has to offer. As class president, I hope to open up more opportunities with clubs and work up with the school administration to open up precautionary measures for sporting events and school-related activity, promoting our hopes with no one being a 750 to 20 student. All in all, I can't promise that this will be the best school year in Bonner Apprendi history. What I can promise is that this school year will have fun events with COVID precautions taken ahead of time. To my freshmen, congratulations on choosing Bonner Apprendi, and I hope to see you guys for the next 4 years. I hope you guys also stay here and get involved. As a challenge, as clubs are opening up, try to join one. Take this year seriously, but please do not stress yourselves out. Sophomores, I'm hoping that you are happy with your choice to come to Bonner Apprendi, and I'm super proud of all of you. I recommend that you find things you want to be a part of and also talk to the freshmen and share lessons. To the juniors, this is an important year for you guys, and I'm sorry it has to be this way. Please, please, please take care of yourselves, and that includes sleep, and stay on top of work, especially for Mr. Watson. If you ever need help or advice with anything, I'm always here. And finally, to my seniors, this is it. It's our last year to shine, and I can't wait to see what 2020 year has for us. Overall, I just want to say, even if I don't win, I have great candidates, I have a great team to work with, and I'm super happy to represent the school. I will still be here if you need someone to talk to. Thank you so much for your time and patience, and when you go to vote, I hope you remember TTYL and vote Lena for class president.
Thank you, Lena. And last but not least, we have James Weldy.
Good morning, Dr. Cook, Mr. Stramberg, faculty, and the student body. For those of you who do not know, my name is James Weldy. A little bit about myself. I'm a senior, a member of the varsity football and basketball teams, a member of CSC, and a student ambassador. And I spend most of my free time here at Bonner Apprendi. Whether it's on the court or field, Bonner Apprendi is like a second home to me, and I couldn't see my life being a student anywhere else. If I'm elected, I plan to carry the respected Bonner Apprendi traditions onto everyone that joins this community for years to come. Being elected to the student council would be an honor, but I also believe I'll be able to carry out any necessary actions and make known any concerns. For my time here since freshman year, I try to get involved and become a leader in various ways. I'm not going to stand up here and talk about unrealistic things that I probably won't be able to change in the school, but rather tell you that I'm open to any ideas that my fellow students have. Any concerns or suggestions can be brought to me, and I will do everything I can to make student life here at Bonner Apprendi better. I plan to put my leadership skills in action to work on the various needs and concerns that a typical Bonner Apprendi student has. In my time, I will do everything I can to make sure Bonner Apprendi does everything it can to make this crazy year as normal as possible. In doing that alone, I think we have a bright future. Thank you for your time, and remember, vote James Weldy.
Thank you, James. And thank you to all of our candidates who came up today. Again, this is not easy to get up in front of your peers. You heard what each candidate had to say. Each candidate has their own individual ideas for the school for the 2020-2021 school year. This is not a popularity contest. This is about choosing the best leader for your school. This is about choosing someone to be your voice to the administration. This is about choosing somebody that you know will represent you at Bonner and Prendy. Once we sign off of here, I will ask that you watch the 10-minute YouTube video link of the creative videos each one of these candidates has made. A ballot will be emailed out to all of you. Again, please choose who you think is the best candidate to be your voice for the Bonner and Prendy community. I thank you for all of your attention.